What's up, everybody? This is your girl Ericka from the Classy Climb blog. So sorry for the delay. We're ripping and running on this Sunday. It's a football Sunday, too. So I know some of y'all are going to be busy and tied up, but I had to do this one really quickly. I was going to do a show about social ladders and social groups, but I think I'll save that. I'll see if Dr. Dix can come on and talk about it. I know some of the community wall posts have been interesting and spicy, and you guys are like, whoa, I didn't know this stuff. But here's the deal. 80% of the stuff that I post on the community wall, I would say is like advanced level conversation, right? And 80% of people on YouTube are looking for very beginner, basic information, and that's fine. So, some of this stuff, when I post it, we'll just have to talk about it in our private lives or our paid behind the wall scene videos, which I have a couple of those videos coming out this week. So, if you're part of the YouTube channel subscription, you should see them. Drop your city and state in the chat while you're at it. This one surprised me. You know, your girl usually is surprised, and we've been talking about banks for years, which is funny on this channel, and what banks are bad, what banks are good, what banks are the worst in the world. And some of y'all, oh, she doesn't even sound educated. She's trying to get 20K at the bank. This already lets me know you've never gone to a bank and gotten your actual money out, and that's okay. You only call in advance for $50,000, you guys, unless you're going to a very small credit union in a very small town. Majority of these places have ordered a good grip of money, right? A range of money, right? So that thousands of people can come in on Friday and get cash out of their bank and the bank not be short. So, the funny thing is the comments when I told you I couldn't get 20K out of the bank, another video that went viral maybe a year ago was what's his name? Tony Robbins or Tony, not Tony Robbins, Tony the closer was trying to get 100K out of his bank, and they were like, "Nah, we ain't doing it. It ain't happening." And he one time he was in Las Vegas, they wouldn't do it. And Las Vegas is known for having big old crazy limits, right? And so um this is why this is going to be a continuing conversation on this channel, because what I realized is the average person, again, when I went to Walmart and I had a trucker, I had to pay his weekly pay of 1,600. The girl said, "Oh wow, we never get that range of money here." And I'm like, $1,600? She's like, "Girl, the most we end up wiring to people or quick money to people is around $400." So I get it. When I start talking about 20K, 30K, and how I've taken $50,000 in cash out of a bank before, and people are like, "Oh, she's goofy." I get it. You haven't done it. It's okay, right? And a lot of people, when they sell houses or properties, which this was part of a house sale, you should be able to get your money. Okay. So, anyways, you guys, let me get on. There's 91 people here. Hit the like button. I'm going to go ahead and share the screen because I thought this one was super amazing, and it actually did surprise me. Let me get on over here. Okay. Let me get on here. Gonna hit them.
Worst bank in all of America, nay, the world. You're thinking of a name now, but you're wrong. The worst bank in the world is Starbucks. And I know you're like, Viv, Starbucks sells coffee. They're not a bank, you weirdo. Well, that's where you're wrong. But I'm Vivian, your rich BFF, and your favorite Wall Street girlie is going to let you in on their little hustle. As part of their rewards program, Starbucks offers customers the option to preload money onto Starbucks cards, which seems innocent enough until you realize that this essentially means the company got a loan for over $1.6 billion at 0% interest. You get nothing. Starbucks has about $1.6 billion in outstanding gift card and preloaded card balances, aka money that has already been earmarked for coffee. Not only does Starbucks get the money in hand early, but if you forget about that balance or that gift card, they may never have to pay out on their end of the deal. While Starbucks might be a nice treat, avoid preloading any dollars and instead just scan your app for loyalty benefits, but pay like you normally would anywhere else. Hope this helps. Who is the worst bank in all of America? Nay, the world. You're thinking of a name now, but you're wrong. The worst bank in the world is Starbucks. And I know you're like, Viv, Starbucks sells coffee. They're not a bank, you weirdo. Well, that's where you're wrong. But I'm Vivian, your rich BFF, and your favorite Wall Street girlie is going to let you in on their little hustle. As part of their rewards program, Starbucks offers customers the option to preload money onto Starbucks cards, which seems innocent enough until you realize that this essentially means the company got a loan for over $1.6 billion at 0% interest. You get nothing. Starbucks has about $1.6 billion in outstanding gift card and preloaded card balances, aka money that has already been earmarked for coffee. Not only does Starbucks get the money in hand early, but if you forget about that balance or that gift card, they may never have to pay out on their end of the deal. While Starbucks might be a nice treat, avoid preloading any dollars and instead just scan your app for loyalty benefits, but pay like you normally would anywhere else. Hope this helps. Who is the worst bank in all of America?
Okay. Hold on. Make sure that stops on the other side. All right. So did everybody get to hear that? Did everybody get to hear that about the Starbucks? Did you get to hear that? Starbucks got a $1.6 billion 0% interest loan. Now, when you sit there, you go, wait a minute, $1.6 billion. Yeah, that's right. They're doing whatever they want with that money, right? Because I can tell you right now, as a person who worked in a property management, our property manager would at the beginning of the year buy hundreds of gift cards. They would just be sitting in the desk, and sometimes when people moved in, she'd put them in the little bags. She'd give us some of the us, but that drawer sat with them 100 to 250 gift cards for months on end, right? And we would lose some. Sometimes people would be like, "I lost mine. Can you give me another one?" All that jazz, right? I remember people did manufactured spend like crazy. People were doing the gift card thing, right? So you literally have so many people who lose gift cards, right? And they showed you the past couple years how many people just bought gift cards as a Christmas gift because they just I don't have time to figure out what you want for the shopping, right? And how many people, like I think it's almost 62% of people lose those gift cards. So if you know that, so now if I'm a company, wouldn't I be putting out gift cards? Check when you go to Lowe's your next time. When you go to Lowe's, look at the Lowe's card rack where they have all the gift cards. At restaurants, Red Robin, Macaroni Grill, Carrabba's, Red Lobster, all these companies, by you buying these gift cards, are getting 0 interest loans, getting hella rich off 0 interest loans. So when you sit here and people get smart with me about, oh, you don't know this about banking or that. Now, again, you guys could go over to Recession Money. If you don't know, Habiza, what's his name? Whatever, the young guy who's like blew up on YouTube. He created an Instagram page called Recession Resources or something like that, right? But there's other people who's been copying him and calling it Recession Money, Recession this, and Recession Resources, and they take the best clips off Instagram. And then, people are trying to go viral. People are trying to say really cool stuff. And so if you go to that page, a lot of times when you see me pull something up over here on YouTube, it's from that page. And I get a lot of good laughs out of that page because I just know I'm on a level of the spectrum of financial freedom where 2 seconds for me to research that stuff, I know it's true or not. I can go find the name of something. And a lot of people have never, ever heard of it. Again, I keep telling y'all the 20% of all white people are 65 years old or older in America. So you have the median age of black people are 33. The median age of Hispanic people is 31 in America. So you're in America, and a lot of people don't know this stuff, right? So even when I showed on the payment, I put it on the community wall that you can pay yourself. People are like, oh my God, I'm calling JT pocket watching. Oh, it's a scam. Oh my God, it's a scam, Erica. No, this is old 1984, almost 40 years old information that's been out forever, right? How do you think QuickBooks got its name? How do you think a lot of these, we could just literally type in the search bar right now, payment processors or payroll companies. And what ends up happening is, for example, with QuickBooks, I'll just go with QuickBooks first. QuickBooks, when I first set up QuickBooks, they would pay it, and in 2 days they would draw it from your bank account, right? Because they were paying, employees early Friday morning. So technically, it had to be there. So by Monday, that money better be in your account, right? And if you ever mess up your money circuit with QuickBooks, they will cut you off. They won't no longer do your payroll, right? They'll no longer do it. And so when you had the ERC come out, which is the employee retention credit, and you had the PPP, a lot of these young frat bro kind of dudes were their only employee. It's only when it comes to African American community and Latino community where we sometimes don't make ourselves our employee, our W-2 employee. We just be like, well, I own the company. A lot of times it's best to make yourself a W-2 employee. So one, you have pay stubs, one, you pay taxes, and two, it's a reasonable amount of money you're making a year. You're not just drawing money from your account, kind of killing the corporate veil, the protection you get as a LLC, because then it just looks like money just goes back and forth to your personal account, right? There has to be some distinction there to get the protection. Does that make sense? So if I go right now on, and I'm just doing this as a, let me see, let me pull it up. Yeah, ADP, all this stuff. Starbucks is being hella slick. I mean, hella slick. Okay. Very true. Citibank and Chase are the worst. I wanted to take 6K out Christmas, hit third degree, tell her attitude real quick. Yeah, people want to know what you doing. She's right. I had loaded money from PayPal on the app for months ago, forgot about it. Yeah, people do that stuff on autopilot now. They give out gift cards left and right. Yep, I'm a W-2 on my own companies. There you go, right? So let me even share this right here on the screen, because this is the stuff I want to dispel myths. So many people are like, "Oh, this is a scam," and this is what this internet's training y'all to say. Anytime you don't understand something, oh, it's a scam. Just say you don't understand. Just say you're not comprehending. But we have such a pride and an ego that we can't say, "Hey, I'm not certain about that. Let me go research it. Let me go read the page," right? Something to that effect. So this is just me typing in payroll processing. That's all I typed in. You guys can research this for yourself. You got Gusto, ADP, someone's in the chat. You got Sure Payroll. You just have a ton of payroll companies, right? And QuickBooks. I mean, again, how process payroll employees, all that stuff. I mean, local companies, all kind of stuff, right? You can go here, right? Here you go. Here you go. ADP, Gusto, Paycheck, all these right here, right? Who's the top 9? Namely, Intuit, QuickBooks, Sure Payroll, Block, formerly known as Square. As you see how Square moved off that name, Patriot, OnPay, Gusto, right? What happens? If you have ever hired anybody, right? If you've ever hired anybody, that's me. I've hired people. If you've ever hired anyone, what ends up happening is you send them the link, and they fill it out, right? They fill it out. Okay. My name is so and so. Here's my social. Here's my everything. And here's my exemptions. They fill out their information. Then you say how much they get paid an hour per weekly, and you do your payroll. Then at the end of the week, they send that person the payroll. They're covering for you, right? Just for a 24-hour to 72-hour window. And then they hit your bank account. Most people are going to have money in that account some way, somehow. Now, them telling you use a credit card, use a business credit card, again, usually 9 times out of 10, they pull from a bank account. Okay. So even if you see something, you're like, well, that sounds sketchy. It's actually not. And again, when I tell y'all I went to Apex Entourage and I went to several events, and most guys in there had 20K credit card. They hired a girl to do the front desk, and they hired a guy to complete the services. So how do you think they paid payroll? When they sit here and look you in the face and say, all I had left in my name was a 20K credit card, they used the credit card. This is old school news. This is nothing new. Nothing about what I be telling you on this channel is new. A lot of this is old, and I spent over $100, maybe $20,000 going to trainings and exclusive masterminds and learning this stuff. And then so when I tell y'all stuff on here and y'all like, oh no, that don't sound right, I just laugh, because I'm like, dude, I'm literally going to the horse's mouth. I'm literally going to the events. I'm literally sitting in the room, especially in 2019, with guys who just learned it. Everybody in that room applied it. Now we're talking about what? Were we 4 years removed from 2019? Every guy that I know in that room is sitting with a house, sitting with cars, then traveled, got employees, living their best life, and they're not that old. So this is why I show you this stuff. This is why I bring this stuff up, because I know a lot of you are not sitting around having these conversations every day. Okay. And that's okay. Right. Even when healthcare representatives call my company, hey, put all your employees down. What would a person who made themselves an employee do? They'd put themselves down. That's how they get healthcare for the whole staff. That's why you see people hire their kids, and they hire their grandparents, and they hire their parents, and they put everybody on payroll for, a small amount. Again, part-time employee, wink, wink. Another benefit to paying yourself an employee is you get sick, disabled, you have access to Social Security benefits. Thank you. That's why I'm saying people are missing the whole ship, missing all of it. Centrododge, thank you, that's a very difficult word, is different between the face value of money, both paper bills and coins, and what it costs to produce. Gift cards profit from this. Correct, John. Very much so. Very much so. Kay said a white professor who lectured at University of Baltimore told me set up payroll account and pay myself. I'm telling y'all. And again, so you look up, and now they're better, right? A lot of these mortgage companies know that people are business owners, and they try to work with them, and they like, okay, show me your tax returns. Let me try to get you this mortgage. But let's say you don't want that headache. Let's say you just don't want that headache. You can literally just go make yourself a W-2 employee through the process, through again CYA, consult your attorney, consult your accountant, and get yourself aligned. Because you just know, I'm telling you, as I go out here in the world, people really push hard back against anything that's not a W-2. Anything that's not oh my God, what do you do? I mean, I literally told y'all I had a bank where I've been rolling 20, 30, 40K into the bank. And then when I pull out 20K, it's like the branch manager. I need to speak with you. You need to talk with me. I need to know what kind of customer you are. You haven't cared in the past years that this X amount of money has been going in and out of this account. It's only when I desire to have cash and refuse, absolutely 100% refuse a check, refuse a wire, refuse anything. I want my cash. Right? So anyway, this is where I want you guys to understand this. And this is where, when I'm sitting here telling you, join me from a middleman to millions live training, first week of February, around the same time, first week of February, we're going to do another credit class, because I literally experimented this month and picked 15 new banks to do different things with, until I'm going to give you the direct feedback on those. Right. And then after that in February, I'm on break. I'm on vacation. And so again, we're kind of going to try to produce a little TV show thing for you guys. But a lot of stuff you'll see is things that I'm experiencing, things that I'm actually paid money to learn, things I'm actually doing. So there's some people came in late. We're at 208 people. I'm gonna play it one more time for folks so they don't get lost in the sauce. Let's go in here and pull it up. Gotta go down here a bit. You gotta go down here a bit.
Worst bank in all of America, nay, the world. You're thinking of a name now, but you're wrong. The worst bank in the world is Starbucks. And I know you're like, Viv, Starbucks sells coffee. They're not a bank, you weirdo. Well, that's where you're wrong. But I'm Vivian, your rich BFF, and your favorite Wall Street girl who's going to let you in on their little hustle. As part of their rewards program, Starbucks offers customers the option to preload money onto Starbucks cards, which seems innocent enough until you realize that this essentially means the company got a loan for over $1.6 billion at 0% interest. You get nothing. Starbucks has about $1.6 billion in outstanding gift card and preloaded card balances, aka money that has already been earmarked for coffee. Not only does Starbucks get the money in hand early, but if you forget about that balance or that gift card, they may never have to pay out on their end of the deal. While Starbucks might be a nice treat, avoid preloading any dollars and instead just scan your app for loyalty benefits, but pay like you normally would anywhere else. Hope this helps. Who is the worst bank in all of America? Nay.
All right, can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? What's good? Can you hear me? So yeah, for those of you who are late and then you got to hear it again, think about all the companies that have gift cards that people use, and hold on. So again, I already did a video on this, and again, we can pull up company after company, bank after bank that just got done paying lawsuits in 2022 for discrimination in housing and mortgage and loans and refinancing. And so it's just funny because, when I try to talk to y'all about banks, we have people who are very much in the matrix, right? They're very much in the matrix. They don't want to hear anything else. And again, I have to let you guys say one more time, 80% of people are on a zombie track. Nobody wants to hear that. Everybody hates it. I get it. That's why you have all these people saying American Dream's dead. No, you just been asleep. You've never played Monopoly as a child. Your parents deprive you of not playing Monopoly as a child. That you have to work and then you invest the money. And people are gonna say, "What money, Erica? I only make 30K a year." Okay, first of all, now that you know you only make 30K a year, how much more would you like to make? What is the steps you're gonna take to make more money? Right? So again, a lot of people, again, it's not what you think. Pay attention. Millions, billions of dollars are put into gift cards. How many people just put gift cards on the side of the street, side of somewhere? I bought a $200 massage gift card for a friend, gave it to her, and came by her house and saw it there 6 months later. I was like, that was a waste of $200. But what I know is people forget. People just forget. They got their own schedules. They're doing stuff they just don't even care about. So again, these companies made a bunch of money, right? So these companies already made a bunch of money, and it's this is why I do these videos. I want to educate, but I already know I'm facing a sea of people who particularly don't want to be educated. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this video. I'm gonna do another video on social circles, and so hopefully you'll join me for that. It'll be right here on this channel, and it'll be probably about 30 minutes as well. So I'm gonna read these last couple comments and get on out of here. Thanks, Brenda. Thank you, Erica, for being a woman in the know and sharing great information. If you're an Uber driver and consider independent contractor, should you do the same? I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, honestly, you guys got done. The PPP gave y'all a good 20K too, so it really wasn't necessary. I went to withdraw 30K from my credit union a few weeks ago for a property, and they questioned me like I was committing fraud. Girl, they gonna be like, and you literally have to tell them I have contractors. They can't accept gift cards or whatever. But I shouldn't even have to do that. Do you know what I'm saying? I shouldn't even have to haggle you for my cash. And people like, she should call in advance. No one calls in advance for 20K, y'all. I have never called in advance for 20K in 3 years. And I do this routinely. That's why I'm laughing. I get 10K out, and it's never a problem. It's like, okay, here's 10K, Ms. Williams. Have a great day. They go on by the way because I'm usually at business related banks. This bank I went to is a business bank that does commercial size loans for big companies. So when people come cash their check there, they're usually employees of big construction firms. So that's why I'm laughing about just the comments I'm receiving on it. Yeah, exactly. Airlines do it too. Airlines do it too. They do. What's up, Haley? We play Monopoly. Cash flow would have been better for sure. You're right. I found my 3 gift cards with 25K each. There you go. Keep it moving. 2K. You just gave those companies a $75 0% loan for the past however long you've had those gift cards. Don't listen. This is spot on. Don't let the 1% deflate your desire to inspire 99%. It's a combination of YouTube. It's a combination of a lot of stuff. But at the end of the day, breaks are important. Breaks are necessary. And that's just is what it is. So I'm going on another break. I just need it. Need it for my life. Need it for myself. Okay. All right, you guys. I'll see you if you come back. I'll see you for the social circle conversation. If not, have a great day.